my first picture live stream with audio incorporated. It's taken me a little while, but I'm glad that I could be here talking to you guys instead of typing comments during cutscenes, which was very inconvenient to do. So it's actually awesome, and yeah, big shout out to Dadpool on YouTube for his help. I appreciate all the help I can get. I just want to bring up the video on here so I can see you guys' comments.
Dan's planted something big. Why else would he team up with Penguin?
Okay, yep, we're on. I am back. Good to have you in here, Dadpool. Just to confirm one last time, the audio's okay. Is audio sounding good?
Two-Face wants payback for the courthouse. Bat's gonna get it.
I don't understand what to do here. Do I have to go up the top, or... It's been so long since I've actually played this game. I was a big Arkham, nerd back in the day. In like primary school, I would play Arkham City like so much. That was probably the only game I played. I remember slamming through that game, twice in one day, and that was just the ideal, Batman game to me, because yeah, that was just like the most fun. So yeah, it's been a while since I've actually played these. Once you grow up, you don't have the time that you used to. So it's actually kind of good, yeah, to speak here, kind of reliving my Batman memories as a kid. Yeah, these games were very popular in school. I've played all of them except for that Blackgate side game that released, or was it Wii U, I believe, and PS Vita. So yeah, I haven't played these games in a good probably 4 to 5 years. This game I played once when it came out. This was a game that, I played once. I never really had the motivation in the past to actually go back and relive that experience. But, from memory, this was a pretty solid game. I liked the ending.
Do I come into that
really like
start messing with all your stuff?
That this game had. How
you've managed to reduce the compound to its core elements.
But there's nothing in there that we can trace.
Actually, I won't spoil it.
What if we'd been looking at this the wrong way?
Something
Instead of searching for the toxin,
to Batman,
what if we focus on the manufacturing
and then
process?
There's the alternate ending. That's the nightmare
the reaction
ending.
emits a unique radiation spike.
And
run a scan of the city for this energy signature. It will show where Scarecrow is creating his fear toxin.
Collect every Riddler
It'll take a few hours to bring the satellites into position.
We don't have enough time.
On the game.
I'll repurpose the antenna at the movie studios.
Missions and
Bruce,
every
I spoke
little
to Dad.
thing in the game you basically had to be 100%
I hate lying to him.
Unlock
He'd
that
kill me
ending,
if he knew I was still in the
I don't
city.
know how many people actually did.
He still blames himself for this.
We'll stop Scarecrow.
But yeah, once again, Dadpool, thank you so much for your help. This would have not been possible without you, mate. So, yeah, I appreciate you very much for your help.
Jim, we've got a way to find out where Crane's working from.
I have never played this game.
Get your men ready. As soon as we've got a location, I'll let you know.
All right. Game was the fighting game that was cool. Are you talking about Injustice? We're talking about the Mortal Kombat versus DC. Okay, so Injustice. You're right. Oh, you son of a bitch.
Scarecrow pulling this on Halloween. Guess he's got a sense of humor after all.
All of my skills are very lackluster right now.
It's Batman. Step on it.
I remember so much of the game, but my skills are so rusty. I used to be ideal at this game, but yeah, it looks like my skills haven't held up.
Think he's had enough?
So
Not by a long shot. He can take more. Ain't that right?
But yeah, no, Injustice I found a very good game. I played both of them. The first one was definitely better than the second. The second one's, you know, cool, but I don't know, the first one I just felt like it was a better story. There was a more immersive element to that game. But the second one, I don't know, the costumes looked a bit odd to me, and yeah, just wasn't my thing. So yeah, do you play many games, Deadpool?
Lost in the waters beneath Arkham, but like all submerged forgotten fears, eventually I returned.
The generator's damaged. I need to bypass it and power the antenna directly.
Hello again, Mr. Wayne. How can I help you this time?
Okay. I'll turn it all the way down because that's kind of the main thing I want you guys to hear is kind of just me, yeah, me talking. So yeah, subtitles are on, so hopefully that makes it a little bit easier on you guys. Hey Kiefer, what's happening, mate? How you going?
Is the power winch ready for deployment?
It's 100% functional, though no guarantees if
Is that better, Deadpool? I play Fortnite, Tekken, Mortal Kombat, Injustice because of my son. Right, so like a lot of fighting games. Mortal Kombat, that's a great franchise. I'm excited for number 1. That's coming out, I don't know, soon? Perfect. Awesome. Thank you. But the audio doesn't sound muffled or anything like that. You can hear every word I say clearly. Yeah, Fortnite, I never really played when that came out. Like, I was like the perfect age group for the prime of that game. But I don't know, it's never really a game I was interested in. I was always, I guess, more of a PUBG person. Yeah, Fortnite just, I don't know, has a toxic fan base to it, and I don't know, I just don't want to get involved in that. Arkham games always had great stories and gameplay. Yeah, they did. Yeah, the stories to these games, I think, are some of the best ever. And I think it's the best interpretation of Batman. Yeah, Arkham... Fuck. So I have to somehow get to the top of there, so... I forget how to do this part, so it looks like you have to jump from there, is it? Or... I know, it's been so long since I've played this game. Looks like I have to jump from one building to the next. So, I'm just trying to remember how to do this. This is a bit of a test and trial thing for me. But yeah, if you guys have any questions regarding, you know, wanting to know my thoughts on any movies, TV shows, or any conversations that are going on in the film industry, and you want to know my opinion on it, I'm more than happy to answer. This is, this is just, yours and our time. You can ask me any questions you would like. I'm a very open person. I'm willing to give my full opinion on whatever you ask. So yeah, go ahead. I'm curious how James Gunn is gonna connect the movies, TV shows, and games to a single universe. I don't know if the games are canon or not. I thought it's just the movies because it's the DCEU. I don't know if the games are connected to that or not. But from what I've been hearing, Blue Beetle is supposed to be the first film of his universe. So where am I going from here exactly? But no, I don't believe the games are canon. If somebody can clear that up for me, that would be good. Because question: when will Disney stop with the live action remakes? That's a good question. That's a good question. I am not entirely sure. Yeah, they haven't been particularly good. None of them have really done well box office wise. I think Beauty of the Beast was one of the only ones that did really well. That and Jungle Book, if I remember the results correctly.
The power winch might be able to create a way for me to progress off of this rooftop.
Power winch? How can I use that? Oh my god. Going forward in DCEU, he said that they will be connected. There is no more DCEU. Really? Okay, yeah, that's interesting. I know these $1 million companies. I guess they always have ways. They always find ways somehow to connect it all together.
Look at your city.
What am I supposed to put the power wrench onto? Because there's really nothing.
Torn apart by those who have nowhere to go.
Our first DC character will be Blue Beetle, yes. So if you heard that before, yeah, I know, first a little dry at the moment.
The anchor point is secured to the wall. I can't move it using the Batmobile, but maybe it can hold the car's weight.
Other reports come out saying Aquaman 2 is terrible. Yeah, I've heard that as well. I don't care really. I mean, they've said that about a lot of DC movies. Like early reports coming out saying it's the worst movie ever made, and I think Wonder Woman had bad early screenings, and that movie turned out great. That's like one of the best DCEU films in recent memory. And that film, yeah, turned out great, and that film had poor test screenings, and people weren't looking forward to it, and all of that. And so, yeah, I take that with a grain of salt. I look at it as people are just trying to give a different view, just so that will change the way people will look at it when the film does eventually come out. you know, like the first Aquaman did really well box office wise, and it's a really good looking film.
Oracle, I've restored power
And
to the radio
Aquaman
antenna.
2 is once again being directed by James Wan, who was responsible for the first film. And you know, James Wan is a great director, he's a great producer. He did the first two Conjuring films, which I thought were phenomenal. And Aquaman, I thought was a decent DC film.
Listen, try checking in once in a while. We're partners, remember?
He just wants to help, you know.
Is the antenna ready?
Yeah, but we're going to need a microwave tower to triangulate Scarecrow's location. There's one at Falcone's shipping in the Cauldron. I've marked it on your map.
Thanks, Oracle.
If anyone can get a DCU back to its gun. Yeah. Like, I have good faith in the guy. I think he's going to do a good job with it. It seems like he has a plan and a vision for what he does want to do here. And yeah, like, I trust what he's going to do. It's better than majority of what companies do now. Because, you know, James Gunn, you know, he's definitely proven himself in the past that he is a fan of these characters and he wants to make the best possible film that he can. So I don't think he's just going to waste his chance at being head of this universe.
Scarecrow's men are guarding the antenna. I need to evaluate the threat and plan my attack.
That happens. This whole operation falls apart. What do we need him for? For the hostage?
5 soldiers, all armed. If I alert them, they'll kill the hostage.
Scarecrow City.
If I can separate them,
And because, yeah, he
they'll be
made
easier
a
to take
great
down.
third film in Guardians of the Galaxy.
I'd like to see you say
Like,
that
I
to his
haven't liked a
face.
single MCU film since Guardians 3. So yeah, I am excited to see, yeah, where he does go and is man himself. Yeah, promising.
Hey, hear that? Someone's out there. You two, go take a look. The door stays locked. I'm taking no chances. Got it, boss.
What movies have you made? Yeah, so yeah, you probably heard that from Sir Sturdy. So I make a lot of horror films. I make a lot of short films. I am planning to expand that more. You know, I made this franchise called The Stalker, and it started out as a Scream fan series.
There's no way we're screwing this up, you hear me?
And yeah, Scream's one of my favorite movies of all time. I'm not supposed to go through these vents. Where am I?
Keep your gun on him. We ain't taking any chances.
And we're on part 3 at the moment. So I am a producer on that, and that is being directed by Lachlan Dinsmore. And we're going in a completely fresh new direction, something people haven't seen yet, something that I think a lot of people will be happy with,
Flexible plates over an MR fluid armor layer.
because we're making a love letter to fans of the first 2 films while bringing in a new audience here.
Already airborne, Mr. Wayne.
So we're tackling the horror comedy subgenre, which, you know, comedy is diverse to everyone. Everybody, I think, has a different view on what comedy is and what's funny to them and what makes good comedy and what makes bad comedy. And so I think, yeah, that's something that I feel very strongly about. And so that's something that I want to try and bring in a new audience. And I'm very happy with what Lachlan's doing. If anyone's put the game, can you help me out what I'm actually supposed to be doing here? Because I know I have to get them outside. And there's no way of really entering in here.
First, I need to collect the new batsuit. It'll give me the edge.
And so we're going with the comedy style that we think is best suited for this film. And so yeah, we want to bring in horror fans, we want to bring in comedy fans, and we want to kind of reunite those two audiences in this film and kind of please both ends of the spectrum here. Because you know, there are some great horror comedies out there, Scary Movie, which are more spoof films, and I feel like a lot more horror comedies are spoof than horror comedies, but you know, there are some great ones out there. Like Peter Jackson's done a couple, you know, Dead Alive, I would call a comedy, and you know, that's one of my favourite films ever made.
Well, Mr. Wayne, let me walk you through it. The Wayne Tech MR fluid hardens in response. The liquid armor is more. The suit's compatible. Speaking of which, the new.
And there's been conversations of making a Detective Parker solo film, which Detective Parker was the character that we created in part 2, and we want to kind of expand his story more. And so yeah, we've been doing a lot of interesting things. We've been looking at ways to expand our universe and kind of, you know, go into territories that, you know, we wouldn't normally go in. And I think this, yeah, taking that risk. And you know, I think making films, it's all about kind of going with your gut. You know, going with what you feel is best, with what you feel your team is best with, and making sure kind of everybody just feels comfortable, and you know, just making a great environment for everybody. I just want to act in a horror film.
Untie me.
I need to help the hostage before I activate the antenna.
Please, untie me. Man, they said you
Such
were
a specific angle you have to
take
get
down
in there.
three-armed guys like that. Unbelievable.
Yeah, well,
You're safe
mate. Yeah, like, yeah, hit
I'll
me
send
up.
someone to pick you
Hit me
up.
up on my
Thank you.
Instagram.
Tell me you're gonna
I'm more
find
than willing to
Scarecrow.
chat. We're
That son of a
always
bitch needs to
looking
be
for
stopped.
actors. Everyone we work with are beginners, so there really is no like wrong answer to this. We're always looking for people. We're always looking to kind of give people that chance, because you know, the way I kind of look at this is, you know, I look at when I started out making the first Stalker,
Oracle,
and that was
link to the microwave tower.
that was a
Perfect.
torturous
I made an
experience
anonymous call to
for me.
GCPD.
And
gonna
you know,
send someone to
finding
pick up the
acting
hostage.
roles just in my area, it was hard. You know, you're getting declined, you know, left and right, and it's not a good feeling.
Both towers are fully online.
Time to
And
find
so, you know,
Scarecrow.
I'm always willing to give people that chance. I'm not so concerned on whether or not you're a good actor or a bad actor. I think everybody's an actor. It's just a matter of finding that edge, of finding the role that best fits them, and knowing where the actor's strengths are. And so, yeah, that's what I'm a strong believer
I need to use
in
both
Deadpool.
antennas to identify the micro and radio wave frequencies across Gotham. If I can find both frequencies at the same location, I'll know where Scarecrow is manufacturing his toxin.
But yeah, Dadpool, yeah, please feel free to hit me up on Instagram. I'm always willing to chat with anyone. So yeah. What am I supposed to do here? Yeah, as you can tell, I don't play games much. Recently finished Resident Evil 4 though. That I loved. Sturdy is a great guy. Yeah, he's interviewed me once in the past, and we just talked horror for like 2 hours, and it was a great time. It was a great time, and yeah, he's a great guy. I think he has a great channel. I think he organizes his podcasts, weeks in advance, and I think he's a very organized person. I know that's something I look very passionately at a podcaster for. And always bringing in guests just to kind of talk horror, because he has a passion for horror just like we all do. Okay, if anybody can help me out in the chat here at what I'm supposed to be doing here. I know I have to line these up in some way, but I'm just not sure how. I don't remember exactly how to do this. I don't know. I don't remember how I got past it when I first played through this game. Yes, there's one over here as well. So I can't get them all with just 2 of these. Yeah, and there's one over in the far left-hand corner. So I don't know what to do here. Can I get some help from somebody, please? Absolutely no help. Okay, yeah, no, fair enough, fair enough. I mean, I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually. It's just, I don't want to make this stream boring for you guys. So I would like to kind of, continue on. It looks like I have to all connect them, but there would have to be an easier way to do this.
The radio and microwave frequencies point to ACE chemicals. That's where Scarecrow's producing the toxin. Jim, I've traced the fear toxin to ACE chemicals. That's where we'll...
He just made a film based on the Emma Gal DC Marvel crossover.
I'm in the area. I'll round up my guys and head over.
Hold off until I get there, Jim. I'm on my way.
Simulation activated.
Yeah, these challenges I always find are very beneficial because it makes certain parts in the game a lot easier if you do them. Fuck me.
Simulation failed.
I mean, they're a pain in the ass to do, but once you can do them, it unlocks trophies and it makes your skills easier as the game progresses. So what type of film is that exactly? So the DC Marvel crossover, and is there a way I can watch it? Is it on YouTube?
The country watches Batman from Metropolis to Keystone. We're going to give them a show.
Batman's got a tank now? Guess we got him scared.
Okay, so under that bridge there, that's where the second Professor Pig victim is.
I need to speak to Gordon. Any word from inside?
Nothing. We think there's a skeleton crew left in there, but they're not responding and the facility's locked down.
If they're still alive, I'll find them. They should be able to tell us what Scarecrow's up to.
What the hell?
But,
Come on, let's go! Come on, move! 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 Take cover!
Time to die, old man.
In death, he has nothing left to fear. Keep him away from Ace Chemicals. Your vengeance will come.
This ends tonight.
Friend of yours?
like, I really like the side missions in
here,
Arkham Knight, and I
I'll
think
go
this
find
has
out.
some of the best side missions in the entire franchise. Like, if you purchase the season pass, that comes with the Season of Empathy DLC, where you do the Mad Hatter challenge and you do the Killer Croc mission, and that's probably one of my favorites. And yeah, I love, you know, Killer Croc in Arkham Asylum. And he had a little cameo in Arkham City, which I thought was really cool. And yeah, he's like the first boss in Arkham Origins as well, on top of that building. And I thought that was
Whoever this guy is
a really cool fight. But I think, I just like the way Killer Croc looks in the Season of Empathy. So Empathy, here we go.
Training facility housing soldiers bearing the same insignia. There's nothing but speculation on their commander, though. The only thing sources agree on is his name.
Liv Morgan, glad you could join us. How you going?
The Arkham Knight. Hack into their comms. I need to know what they're planning.
Anything else?
There's a crew of Ace Chemicals workers left on site. They'll be able to help us track down Scarecrow and locate his bomb. I need to find them.
Each worker will be carrying a unique ID chip.
If I can access their personnel records, I'll be able to track them.
There's a security terminal in a booth near your location. Try there.
There were 5 soldiers, each one armed and dangerous. Before I can access that terminal, I'll need to take them down.
Listen up! Scarecrow tells me the reaction is nearly complete. Final evacuation.
No, when I initially played this game, the Arkham Knight, you know, reveal, that was never a surprise to me.
This is the part I love. Taking people by surprise. Choppers coming over the
I
horizon.
don't know, it was always something that was predictable. I could see what they were going for,
I ate something bad the other night. Still
but
damn
if you've read the
rash.
comics, you kind of know how this story unfolds.
That sucks. Yeah, biggest operation ever, and I'm stuck in the rain outside a damn chemical plant. Trying not to throw up. Operation said Batman
So
could be
that's,
anyway.
because I would,
Maybe we can have some
so
fun
I would
again
take the
once
guys
we
on
kill
the
him.
outside first, then kind of build my way
Remember,
to
all
the
of you,
inside.
Bat's coming. Be ready. You think he's ready to fight an army? The tanks will crush him before he even gets...
I am good. How are you? I'm doing good, Liv. I'm doing good. Just just chilling, playing some games. So yeah, nothing better. Nothing better on a Monday night.
It's safe to access the terminal.
If you have any questions, Liv, please feel free to ask.
Data connection active. Data decrypting. Someone needs to upgrade their security protocols.
But what type of games are you into, Liv?
Oracle, I've got the ID codes. If I reach a high vantage point, I can use the bat scanner to locate the workers.
Okay, I've marked the tallest structure in the area on your map. Try not to fall.
Worry, it's nothing. Just a glitch. Okay, so it's finally started. Phase 1 is a go. Yeah, thank God. I feel sorry for those poor guys stuck around for weeks. Yeah, I guess we're the lucky ones, huh? Stop talking. There's another pressure spike. Oh, someone invented. Batman's here! Engage! Good. Now just work and stay quiet. I don't intend to get blown.
This is perfect. I can release the bat scanner and search for the workers.
I did see the Flash though, Deadpool, and yeah, that.
I've managed to intercept some
from
radio
memory,
traffic
from when I've read that
between
movie.
Arkham Knight. Relaying it to you now.
I had him in my sights. I could have ended it right there. We have not broken him yet.
From memory, that movie it exists in James Gunn universe, but it's not a part
Why do you hate him so
of his universe. I don't know. I don't exactly know the logic behind it, but from what I've read, like they have all been rumors, so I'm not entirely sure if they've been confirmed or not.
Sounds like the two of you might have some history.
I've made a lot of enemies.
I am doing Batman Arkham Knight 2. Oh, you're playing it?
It worked. There are 5 ID markers showing up within the facility.
Let's hope they're still alive.
We're close, I can feel it. Won't be long until the whole world knows what we're about. Get back! Run him down!
Oracle, they've killed one of the workers.
Damn it. We've got to stop them. Listen, I've managed to hack into the militia comms network. You'll be able to listen in on any channel-wide broadcast from now on.
Thanks, Oracle. I found a way to get the Batmobile into the compound. They'll pay for this. All of them. I should open the main gate to bring in the Batmobile. Gates open. Time to bring in the car.
Main gate's open. Get ready. We got $1 billion tank headed straight for you. We've deployed a Diamondback to the main courtyard, sir. We'll crush him.
Gotta love their
Oh, jeez.
optimism. Your 60mm cannon will penetrate these heavily armored units, but it'll take a few direct hits to destroy them.
Yo, what do you think of the game? What is your favorite Batman Arkham game? I love Batman Arkham City. That's probably my favorite. That's the one I've played at least the most. But you know, I love all the Batman Arkham games. There's not really one I particularly prefer over the other. I think they're all really great games, but I think, you know, story-wise and twist-wise and tone-wise, yeah, Arkham City I think has the best and has the best bosses as well. So,
Sir, he punched through the armor, just like you
but you know,
said.
Arkham Asylum once again also has some, you know, there's some really great stuff in it. What's your favorite one, Liv?
You are listening, aren't you, Batman? Then listen to this. To all embedded units in Gotham, Operation Savior has begun. Each one of you has a role. Each of you knows your role. So move out of this damn city and lock it down. I want our hands wrapped tight around Gotham's throat within the hour. This guy? Yeah, but we can't. Orders say to keep him alive. Why? The hell? Wall's coming down! Hey, you're gonna let me out, right? Hey, Batman! Help me out!
My favorite is
Can I get some help
Arkham
here?
Origins. You alright? Yeah, no, that is a great game. That is a great game.
Untie me, please!
Yeah, Liv, you might be able to give me some advice on this game. I'm a little bit rusty on it. Haven't played it in a number of years. So still trying to... Hey, yeah, still trying to see what's, yeah, see what's... Trying to get my skills back, I guess I can say.
Thank God you're here.
Arkham Origins, like, yeah, I'll admit that it's a good game. I just didn't find the bosses in that one all that challenging. I think it was just a whole lot of punching and dodging, and that's really about it. There wasn't a whole lot of strategy. At least, you know, that's in my opinion, at least, Liv. Joker's fight, I thought, was one of the worst fights in that entire franchise, because he does nothing to you. Like, there's 2 counters that he does, and that's it. And then the rest of it is you just beating the absolute shit out of him. And there's no strategy to it, it's just very basic. And even Killer Croc's one, you know, as much as I really liked it, it's a lot of the same. You know, I feel like a lot of the bosses were the exact same formula. At least in, you know, Arkham City, for example, right, Liv, I'll just picture this here, is at least with that game, there was strategy with Mr. Freeze. It's like you couldn't hide in the same location twice. And, you know, which narrowed down your, you know, your hiding spots. And I think, yeah, that's why I just love that boss fight so much, is because there's a challenge to it. And I know if you play a lot of these Arkham games, Liv, on New Game Plus, it is a lot more challenging. Because in, you know, in Arkham Knight, for example, playing New Game Plus of this, like, you don't know when these people are going to attack you, when the goons are going to attack you. There's no indication of that, it just kind of happens. And I don't know, that's what I really liked.
gonna let me go now, right?
I mean, Arkham Asylum, I think, is much more of a horror game.
You're safe now.
Than it is a Batman game. Like, the story in it is
it,
very, very dark.
Scarecrow, he was...
Especially with that cutscene where Bruce Wayne opens the body bag and his parents start speaking to him, their dead corpse. I thought that was a very unsettling cutscene as a kid.
He's producing his toxin on a massive scale.
It's bad.
And you know, psychologically that would fuck with Bruce Wayne's mind a lot.
Eastern seaboard.
Where do I find Scarecrow?
I got no
idea. And then the others are kind of more just action games with deep elements in them.
We're screwed, Batman.
I'll stop him. But first I'm getting you out of here. Wait by the Batmobile.
Have you found Scarecrow?
Not yet. It's worse than I thought.
How much worse can it be?
He's building a bomb big enough to cover the
but one thing
East Coast
I guess I can say about Arkham Origins is I think it's the best looking Arkham game. You know, watching the cutscenes in that game, it reminds me of a comic book with all the different colors. I think, yeah, it reminds me of comics, you know, like Death of the Family, like The Killing Joke, and all of those iconic and rich stories. And you know, one of my favorite scenes in Arkham Asylum, speaking of, Arkham Origins, was that Killing Joke scene. Where you're actually playing as Joker and he's kind of just reliving, you know, that experience and that trauma of, you know, of dying in Ace Chemicals and then coming out of that, you know, a better person in his mindset. But he's also becoming, you know, his own worst enemy.
If I don't stop Scarecrow's bomb, there'll be no city to save.
Good stream. Thank you very much, Liv. Appreciate it.
We're not done yet, Jim. I'm going back for the others.
What's your favorite boss? Wait, okay, wait, so there's still more I have to do in here? My favorite boss is Deathstroke. Is this the Arkham Origins one? I know he has a tank boss fight in this one, but that's in the side mission. Yes, the Arkham Origins. Yeah, I really like that boss as well, honestly. I thought that was a really cool boss. And I love the way, you know, Deathstroke looks in that game as well. What am I supposed to do in here? And I'm supposed to go in this building somehow, and I have to get the Batmobile to the lower level. I just don't remember where the entrance point was for that. If you're able to help me out here, Liv, that would be great. Was it up here?
I need to establish access for the Batmobile to reach this area.
Above you is a control swing. Use that to put the car on the way. Then use two controls. So you mean these?
And apply the explosive directly to destroy that wall. That gas is toxic. I need to shut it down. The Batmobile will be able to destroy that pipe. I need to get the car to this side of the compound.
So I'd assume that this would be where the Batmobile enters.
I need to get the car into this area before I can use it.
That's 2 dead workers now. I should have stopped this.
Batman, look. I've been talking with Robin. I really think you should
I might take a break in a minute.
She's right. We're a team.
Oh, still continuing the live stream going.
I can handle it, Robin.
But I'll put take a 2-minute refresher, come back to the game, play it for another couple of hours, and then yeah, we'll see how we go. How many people do I still have watching?
You shouldn't be so hard on Tim. He only wants to help.
Don't let your feelings cloud your judgment.
You think I want him out there in harm's way? I'd rather he stay out of it, but he could help you.
If Robin can't save those people, the fallout will be every bit as dangerous as...
You are good YouTuber, keep up the amazing work. Thank you very much. This was my first time live streaming, so you know, it's nervous, but you know, very exciting. I'm glad you like it, Liv. And yeah, thank you for coming by.
The Batclaw won't work, but I can use the winch on the Batmobile.
That's 3 dead now. These animals are going to pay.
We'll stop them. We always do, right?
If I'm going to reach the worker, I need a way to move this elevator.
This is as high as the elevator will go. This is as high as the elevator will go. It's okay. You're safe.
You're too late. We're both already dead. You know about the bomb he's building, right?
Where is he?
You're the best. Thank you very much, Liv.
Saying he was in the central mixing chamber. You know what that means.
He's getting ready to release his toxin.
And I think, like, one thing I do love about Arkham Knight is there's definitely a challenge to it. Even if you play the game on, like, easy mode or normal or hardcore.
I'm getting you out of here. Get to the elevator.
Like, there's like a challenge to the puzzles being solved. And,
Jim,
you know, I think the
I've
game
rescued the second
developers
worker. I'm
really
coming to
thought
you.
of the ins and outs of these little things.
He's in the central mixing chamber.
That's something that
As
I
soon as the technicians
enjoy
are safe,
in the
I'm
game
going
is
after him.
how challenging it is depends
Worse,
on
Jim.
the
But I'll stop him. You have my
on
word.
the value of the game, on how much I will replay it. And Liv, have you played the Return to Arkham game, like the remastered of Asylum and City?
God, down here. This elevator is the only way out and it's busted. How the hell did you get down here if the elevator wasn't working?
It's moving. How are you doing that? Who cares? I'm just happy to be getting out of here.
No. Yeah, I heard it didn't get very positive reviews. And the original game's like superb. And then I've seen photos of what like Batman looks like and Joker and Asylum, and they just look like wax figures.
Alfred.
I saw Sam. Initial scans indicate that the craft is unmanned and being controlled remotely.
Weapons lock deactivated.
Come on, you hero! Let's see if you can keep up with me!
Fuck!
I didn't want it to end like this, Batman. I kind of hoped you'd put up more of a fight.
Fuck. Liv, did you see that, what is it, Assaulted on Arkham film? It's supposed to be canon in the Arkhamverse. It's like a really cool little animated film.
Alfred. I saw, Sam. Initial scans indicate that the craft is unmanned and being controlled remotely.
Weapons lock deactivated.
Come on then, hero! Let's see if you can keep up with me!
Fuck.
You feel that one? That's just the first of many. Come on! Give me a real fight! So, you still not lost your touch? Good. It's gonna make this so much more interesting. Nice shooting! Wish I could be in there, but then, you just hold back.
I live Morgan, GG. Yeah, good night. Liv, thank you for joining.
Oracle. Scarecrow is preparing the bomb in the central mixing chamber. I need a way in, and I need it now.
I'm working on it, but I'm gonna need a couple minutes.
Find it, Barbara.
Patience is a virtue. You've heard that, right? Guess not.
So yeah, I'm gonna take a quick 10-minute break. I'll be back very soon. Okay, we are back. We are back in action, everybody. Let's continue on with Batman Arkham Knight. Okay, let's see. So, like, I think the camera shots in this look fantastic. Like the way that the Batmobile kind of went towards the camera. It was like a spin, and then the wheel went, you know, front and center of the camera. I don't know. It was all in one shot. I like those kind of things. Pretty cool. Okay, wait, so I can't leave. So, wait, so what's the goal here? What still needs to be done?
Oracle, I need that route to Scarecrow. We're running out of time.
You're not gonna like this. There's only one entrance, and it's been sealed from the inside.
What about the service tunnel?
It runs behind the main wall of the facility. I've sent you the location. What are you going to do?
Improvise.
Is the strike team ready?
I'm with them now.
The asset is a crucial element of my plan. Do not disappoint me.
I never disappoint.
What do you think they're planning?
First, we need to focus on stopping Scarecrow. Then I'll deal with the night.
Batman, I think I found a weakness in those drone tanks. I'll investigate and report back soon.
Took out our tank. Are you sure? Maybe our tank took out his tank. What tank? Oh, well, that's the car. Why are you saying tank? Like, I don't know. I hear it's a big car. So what?
The soldiers are covered by that sentry gun. I'll have to take them out quickly to avoid detection.
But he's driving a tank. A car that looks like a tank. We are the finest army ever assembled, whereas he is just one man.
Batman, we made it back to the precinct, God knows how. There are tanks everywhere. The bastards must have been planning this for weeks.
Dig in and do what you can, Jim. I'll deal with them as soon as I've stopped the explosion.
We're all counting on you, Batman. We'll get through this, I know we will.
I need to get the car into this area before I can use it.
This is it! All units evacuate the Ace Chemical Facility! I say again, this is the final evacuation order! Anyone left behind will die painfully and afraid! So move it! Listen up. I just got word that Phase 1 is complete. Right now, our client is preparing to engulf the city in a cloud. Look out! It's the bat! There we go. All fixed up.
I've just run a simulation based on the mixing chamber capacity. He's not bluffing, Bruce. I guess now we know why he evacuated the city.
He needed control of the plant. Only Ace Chemicals has the facilities to build a bomb of this size.
The fallout will be huge.
We played right into his hands. He didn't care if everyone ran.
He knew that no one would be able to escape the blast radius.
All remaining units, rendezvous at the staging west line. Yo, good work tonight, people. Gotham is ours.
Gentlemen, tonight is the night that Gotham changes forever. The night it becomes a wasteland of nightmares, a forsaken symbol of Batman's failure, a monument to fear.
He's over there! Come on!
We're about to turn Gotham into the epicenter of a blast that will transform America into my domain.
Batman sighted at the chemical inlet!
I need to stop the chemicals being loaded into the mixing chamber. Once I clear the room, I can focus on stopping the explosion.
Emergency. Blast radius is at 23 miles and rising.
Going back. Two wounded.
Need I remind you that we are on a tight schedule here? Gotham is going to pay for what its saviors did to me.
Emergency. Blast radius is at 31 miles and rising.
You each have been given a task. Complete that task, and pray that you will not experience my fear toxin firsthand. The people of Gotham can run all they like, but they will not avoid their fate.
Ha! Scarecrow thinks he can stop me forever. You know what? Fuck you, bitch.
The flow of chemicals has stopped, which can only mean that you are here, Batman. I've been looking forward to seeing you again.
Okay, now how do I enter this place? I believe there's a door, but I don't know if this was locked or not. I believe this is the first time you meet Joker, but I could be wrong on that.
Do you really think you've won? Fear makes you predictable. I am in complete control.
How do I shut it down?
Let me go, or she dies.
What are you talking about?
Barbara Gordon.
Have you found him?
Get out of there! Now!
Relax. No one knows I'm here.
Nothing hurts like losing one of the family. Knowing that there is no one to blame but yourself.
I know one thing I just don't get is like that's like the perfect opportunity to take down a Scarecrow.
Keep
I
trying.
just don't know why he didn't do it. Like, I understand family is more important, but I mean, he's what you're trying to track down. Like, you could have, I don't know, like held him, put him in a headlock or something, and look at the Barbara footage, and then you know this whole game would never
I'm
happen.
not trying to stop it, but I can
I
reduce
know.
the
I
blast
always
radius.
found that a bit silly. Is he's literally in arm's
That
reach
doesn't matter.
of
Find
him.
her, Alfred.
You know, he could be in jail within minutes now, and yeah, it's just, and he loses that opportunity. I don't know. No, to me, I know I found it.
These canisters are highly
I found it a
valuable.
little bit dumb, but
Going to have to move slowly.
I mean,
Be
it
very
makes
careful.
sense, I guess, for the story and all
I
that.
urge you to reconsider. Evacuate now. If you're caught in that blast, you will die.
There's no other way, Alfred.
There's always a way, sir. Please.
You die here, and your legend dies with you.
Warning. Explosion imminent. Neutralizing agent.
What are you doing? It's too late. You can't stop it.
I know. I'm not trying to stop it, but I can reduce the blast radius.
And what will happen to you?
That doesn't matter. Find her, Alfred.
Neutralizing agent deployed.
These canisters are highly volatile. I'm going to have to move slowly. Be very careful.
Sir, I urge you to reconsider. Evacuate now. If you're caught in that blast, you will die.
There's no other way, Alfred.
There's always a way, sir. Please.
Neutralizing agent deployed. Blast radius reduced by 25%.
Where is she, Alfred?
I have no idea.
It's my fault they took her.
She was aware of the risks, Master Bruce. She'll be as angry as you are that she's allowed this to happen. Sir, listen to me. Don't you see? This is what he wants. Without you, Gotham will be at his mercy. You cannot let him win.
Neutralizing agent deployed. Blast radius reduced by 50%.
I'm monitoring.